Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am talking about Ice Cream Man, directed by Eli Roth. I just saw it tonight at the AMC Scream Unseen, and I want to get right into it. So let's start with the story. Basically, this movie takes place in an idyllic all-American town where kids can play outside and ride their bikes and they're safe from harm until one day, an ice cream truck pops in, serves ice cream to all the kids, and later that night, they all wake up and they become murderous little devil shits that want to kill all of the adults. Now, the story does have some fun developments about who the Ice Cream Man is, why he does what he does, his backstory, and I don't want to spoil it because to me, those little developments were the most interesting and fun parts of the movie. I'm just sad that they didn't really expand on it too much because they would have made the story a little bit better instead of the paper-thin story we got of killer kids. As for the kills and practical effects, I thought they were average. I thought they overstayed their welcome. For a moment there, it seemed like the kill scenes just went on forever, repeating the same things over and over and over. There's a moment in the movie when the kids take over the town and they start killing all of the adults, and that just seemed to go on for way too long to the point where I just needed it to move on to something else. The problem is there's no story to move on to something else. This is all they had to fill in the time. As for the tone of the movie, well, it's exactly what I expected. Very campy, extreme, over-the-top gore with bright, saturated colors that belong in a children's TV show. Now, the best way that I can really review this movie is by calling it dumb as fuck, ridiculous, waste of my time that left me with less brain cells than when I walked in there. That's how stupid it was. But I was laughing the entire time. I was laughing at it, not with it. That's the difference. And I feel like my theater was also laughing at it, not with it. It's just a really dumb, mindless, fun movie. That's the best way to describe this film. What I can say is this. The communal experience when it comes to watching this movie, it was fun because everybody was engaged. Maybe not in the way that the filmmakers wanted. They were all making fun at the movie. The girls next to me who were pretty catty with the things that they were saying about the film had me cracking up. Probably more than the movie itself. Then I had a guy next to me who I befriended before the movie started, and we kind of chatted over the trailers. When the movie started and things started happening, I kept looking at him like, I wonder if he's thinking the same things that I am. And he will look at me and we will giggle like, yeah, this is stupid. And then he was a black man. And there's a point in the movie where the only black adult gets hit with a bat, then gets his legs tied with a rope. The other end of the rope gets tied to the back of a fire truck, and the fire truck drives away, dragging him around. And I look at him and I go, did they really just drag a black man in the only black man in the movie? And he looks at me, so I'm not the only one thinking. I was like, no. And we started laughing. Like, that's how ridiculous this movie is, that it's going for the shock value of it all, that they did that. Now, if it's not obvious, I'm not a fan of this movie. But I want to tell you why I'm not a fan of this movie. In my opinion, there's two types of horror fans. There's the horror fans like myself who like serious horror movies with a serious tone, with a lack of humor altogether, or a little humor, but not humor that overshadows the horror elements of it. And then there's the other fans who like mindless, dumb fucking shit like this. And that's not for me. To me, this is trash. However, I don't want to be disrespectful and say horrible things of this film because I feel like I'm insulting the people that love this type of movie. And I know there's an audience for this because horror has been making movies like this for years, for decades. So please don't listen to me saying that I hated this film. Listen to the part that I'm telling you where I say, go watch it, go have fun. If this is your type of movie, you're really going to enjoy it. I want you to watch this in theaters and support movies, no matter what they are, and support theaters, right? We're having a great year for movies. The theaters are making a ton of money. So is the industry. Let's keep driving this along and supporting the industry. So go watch it if you're the kind of person that likes trashy horror movies. This is the one for you. And now I want to talk Eli Roth because for some reason I hate Eli Roth. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've seen him in interviews. I've seen him in person. Obviously, I've never talked to him, but I don't know why he just rubs me the wrong way. But I'm not here to review people. I review movies. So I don't let him destroy my experience of the film. But it's funny to me because in the early 2000s, he had so much promise and so much potential. He made Hostel, Green Inferno, Cabin Fever. It seemed like he had a really big career ahead of him. What the hell happened? What happened to his career? Now, you might argue and say, what are you talking about? He has a good career. And yes, he keeps making movie after movie. So he is working. And that's what any director wants, right? So good for him. The thing is, I really thought that he would eventually evolve to making more serious horror movies that have something to say because he has the talent. But his movies don't show that anymore. He hasn't evolved at all as a filmmaker. His movies feel like two 13-year-olds got together, smoked weed, and wrote this stupid nonsense, and somehow the movie got made. And that is not an insult, because if you talk to Eli Roth, he is the first person to tell you, yeah, that's what my movies are like. He will even tell you, I write them with my best friend who I met when we were 12. And when we get together, we feel like two 12-year-olds doing what we did back then. So good for him. You know, I have to respect that. If that's what he wants to make, let him make it. I just wish that his talents would be used for the better. So that's my review of Ice Cream Man. Again, I did not love this movie. I laughed a lot. I'm probably not going to watch it again. I wish they would have done something better with the story, but please don't let that deter you from going to watch this movie if you like trashy, gory, extreme, over-the-top, ridiculous movies. If that's what you like, go watch it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below when you do. And remember, let's always keep it frank together. Bye, you guys.